Why deliverance is incomplete without the courts of heaven. Deliverance addresses presence, but the courts of heaven address permission. Without dealing with permission, removal is often temporary. 1. Deliverance removes spirits. Courts remove legal rights. Traditional deliverance focuses on casting out what is present. The courts of heaven address why it was allowed to be there. Spirits return when legal grounds remain. Legal grounds include unrepented agreements, spoken words and vows, generational claims, accusations still standing, unresolved judgments or permissions. Until the right to remain is judged and revoked, removal is incomplete. Presence can be expelled. Rights must be judged. 2. Scripture shows accusation precedes affliction. Biblically, Satan is called the accuser, one who stands to accuse, one who demands access. Examples: Job was attacked after accusation. Zechariah 3 shows accusation before cleansing. Revelation describes accusation day and night. Deliverance that ignores accusation leaves the case open. The courts of heaven deal directly with accusations, records, testimony, verdicts. 3. Jesus did not only cast out, he disarmed legally. Colossians says Christ canceled the handwriting that stood against us, disarmed principalities, made a public legal spectacle. This is courtroom language. Deliverance applies power. Courts apply judgment. Without judgment, the enemy appeals. The case reopens. Cycles repeat. 4. Cycles indicate legal issues, not power deficiency. Repeated patterns, especially after prayer or breakthrough, usually indicate a standing legal claim, an unresolved accusation, a covenantal loophole, a judgment not yet reversed. More deliverance does not fix a legal issue. Legal issues require judicial resolution. This is why people experience relief without permanence, breakthrough followed by relapse, freedom that collapses at the edge. 5. Deliverance without court rulings is vulnerable to reentry. Jesus taught that spirits seek to return if the house is not secured. Courts of heaven close the case, seal the ruling, establish injunctions, remove standing permissions, transfer ownership clearly. This prevents lawful reentry. 6. Courts restore order, not just freedom. Deliverance answers who must leave. Courts answer who has authority, who owns this territory, what record stands, what verdict is enforced. True freedom requires order, not just expulsion. 7. Deliverance is enforcement. Courts are adjudication. Think in these terms. Courts of heaven establish the verdict. Deliverance right arrow enforces the verdict. When deliverance happens without court rulings, enforcement lacks legal backing. When courts come first, deliverance becomes swift. Resistance collapses. Authority is recognized. Freedom remains. Summary statement. Deliverance without the courts of heaven treats symptoms. The courts of heaven resolve causes. Deliverance removes what is present. Courts remove why it was allowed. Power casts out. Judgment keeps out. That is why deliverance by itself is often real but incomplete, and why lasting freedom requires legal closure in heaven before enforcement on earth.